Welcome, everybody. Trainwreck Podcast, episode 56. This is my second attempt trying to do the intro. I already up. That's going to be edited out, and there's probably going to be a beep over the F word I just said. But thank you guys if you tuned into last episode. It was a solo episode, only 26 minutes long. Last check, 196 views on YouTube, so I greatly appreciate that. That's our second highest viewed episode next to the Bray Wyatt tribute episode. And speaking of Bray Wyatt, we'll get into the Wyatt 6 here in a second. But I am joined by everybody's thick-delicious Drew. How are you doing?
Doing good about you.
How are those thick thighs doing in this hot ass weather?
Fucking struggle, man.
Dude.
I had to get a spatula to get my balls off my thigh.
You know how much baby powder I'm going through every day?
You know, that's what we need, a sponsorship from a baby powder company at this point.
Yeah. Hey, Johnson, hit us up. But no, I swear it's like I'm LeBron James before the game. I'm just going like that, you know, with the baby powder, and then instead of going like that, I'm going boom, slapping it right on my balls. Yeah, otherwise, I'm just doing the side step all day at work, you know, trying to get them like unattached from my thigh.
Yeah.
It's like, then you put some in your butt crack to prevent swamp ass, and you fart and a little dust cloud comes out, you know.
Fucking word label.
So anyway, back before this got really inappropriate, Spotify, iTunes, Apple, whatever it's called, if you'll do me a favor, leave a review on the podcast. If you guys have any topics you want us to talk about, leave it in the review below. Greatly appreciate that. Last couple episodes have actually been doing pretty good on Spotify, so thank you very much. We're starting to pick up traction there. YouTube's algorithm, I can kind of take advantage of that, you know. Go with a trendy subject, put boobs in the thumbnail, tag the shit out of it. Spotify, no idea how it works. So whenever we get any views on Spotify, I'm just like, cool. But this is going to be a redo of episode 55, basically, because I did it solo. So you guys got my opinions. We're going to get Drew's opinions on some of these topics. And we've had a massive meme pop up since then. So we're going to get into that. And actually, I want to start out with that because speaking of trendy topics, this is going to be in the title of the podcast. Hawk 2 girl. Smash or pass?
Marry.
Yeah. Like, if you got a girl like that, you fucking marry her.
You fucking secure that bitch, all right?
Yeah. Like, she seems like she has a good personality. Seems like she's obviously freaky.
And I really saw the full interview. She's like, I love you, Pookie.
I know that lucky motherfucker. Like, instead of interviewing Hawk 2 girl, I want to get that dude on here because we need to learn that level of riz to back that.
Man,
but
fucking marry her, put a ring on her, and secure it.
But also, like, that was her like extremely drunk. It makes you wonder, like, what's she like when she's not hammered like that? Like, what if she's like basically a fucking nun, you know? And then you get her as a drunk blonde white bitch, you know? And it's like, oh shit, this is where the demon comes out. Other than that, she's like, oh shucks, you know? Oh god dang it.
Oh shucks, I got a hot tool in your fucking thing.
You know, that's the kind of girl that's like spit in my mouth, though. Like, she's just low-key freaky.
Fucking spit in my mouth, call me beautiful.
You know, her friend was so pissed off, too, because, like, he walked up and started interviewing her first, and then the blonde girl took it over, you know, and that other girl was just kind of in the background, like, you know, back away, bitch, this was about me.
Fucking women.
Yeah, I know. Can't ever let your friends have success.
For real.
Yeah.
You know what? Just offer. You hear me? Hawk 2 girl, just offer.
No.
I'm pretty sure you look at Louisiana. You could put her in a swamp.
I think they were in Nashville because that looked like Broadway where they were doing the interview, which is actually like one of the spots I want to go to like most for vacation. And it's like, if girls like that are going to be running around down there, I'm booking my plane tomorrow.
Man, fuck work. I'm going on Nashville.
Yeah, for real. like because that's where like all the like country music like bars are. Like Jason Aldean's bar and grill is down there. Morgan Wallen just opened a bar, so did Derek Church. Like all the like big country acts you can think of, Blake Shelton, they all have like bars, and they're all on like one street, and that's Broadway.
All right.
Yeah. And then like Jason Aldean's like steak at his bar has been voted like the best steak in Nashville. I can't remember if we've talked about this on the show before, but it's like my dream to go get one because, you know, I love Jason Aldean. He's my favorite, you know, musician ever. And then you combine that with my favorite thing ever, steak. Yes, steak overtakes sex. Sign my ass up, you know. Like, look at that.
That tomahawk looks good.
Only thing is, I don't like butter on my steaks, so I would definitely ask for without the butter.
I mean, I'm 50-50 with butter.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like, I don't know, like you go to like Longhorn or not Longhorn, Saltgrass, the butter they put on their steak sucks. Like every time I go there, I'm like, hey, don't put that on there, please. And like when I forget and then it's on there, I'm like, fuck. And it's like, I hope this didn't get all over my steak, you know, because going to Saltgrass and not having that on your steak, it's way better. Speaking of steak, I can't wait to have one, but these temperatures, like you go outside and grill, it's like I'm gonna be more done than the steak, you know?
Dude, fucking for real. Like,
Yeah.
what's further, the fucking steak or me?
Yeah. And then it's like you ain't gonna cook inside the house like either because you're gonna warm up your whole house. And like right before we started recording, it was 85 in my house.
Yeah, it's 74 in my room right now.
Oh my god, you lucky bastard. I'd kill for it to be 74.
I got 2 fans going right now.
Yeah, I got one. It's all the way on the other end. I didn't have it too close to my microphone, you know?
Yeah.
But if it was up to me, it'd be sitting right here on the desk and it'd be one of two things I'd want blowing me right now. The other be
I
Hawk
noticed.
2 Girl.
Did you get a new chair?
So this is actually my mom's. She works from home.
Yeah.
And now she pretty much just stays in the living room because that's where the TV is. And so she doesn't use this anymore. And I was like, can I try it out? And she's like, yeah. But if I have like meetings and stuff, you know, put it back in my room. And so I've been using it for like a week and it's pretty nice. I think it goes really good with my new background, you know. And I mean, the recliner was cool, but it was leather, you know, and so it was starting to get like undone. I'd had it for like 4 years, you know.
Yeah.
And kept losing shit in it, you know. And I'm like, I mean, the thought of having a recliner in my room was cool, but it took up a lot of room, you know. And like I said, I was tired of putting tape over like where the leather was coming apart. So it's in the spare room behind me, actually. I'm going to throw it out on the curb one day. And dude, like my old grill, I put it out on the curb and it was seriously like gone within like an hour. Like I was shocked how fast it was gone. And so
I think I know who got it, but I'm not going to say nothing.
The ones down the street, down the street from me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they got so much shit in their front yard. It probably is there. Hell, I should just walk down there and ask them if they want that recliner.
They probably take it.
Yeah, I'd actually probably be able to make money off that. So let's get into Josh Giddey. Traded to the Chicago Bulls for Alex Caruso. I said it in the last episode, Drew. Sam Presti is a genius negotiator because everyone knows the Oklahoma City Thunder have 1 million draft picks. So everyone knows they have these picks. So it seems like they would have no leverage in these negotiations. Like you think every team would be like, hey, give us one of those picks. We know you got them. Give it to us. And the fact that Sam Presti was able to just do a straight up player swap, I think unbelievable.
I mean, yeah, he really finessed that trade. And not only that, that guy is like a little bit better than Giddey, like good enough. Like we may win a championship this year.
He can actually shoot.
Yeah.
Like he
The
shot
fact that
40.
we had to sacrifice a draft pick too.
Mhm.
Already the best GM of the year.
I'm like, good luck to the guy that has to sell Sam Presti a car or a house, because you're probably going to get bang bust on that deal, buddy. But all the Oklahoma elementary schools are feeling safe right now that Josh Giddey is gone. And I mean, if Chicago wasn't already dangerous enough, now Josh Giddey's going to be roaming around there.
Yeah, but all the Oklahoma schools need to worry about is just a Ford Mustang now.
Ford Mustang and tornadoes.
And tornadoes.
Yeah. Speaking of cars, some big daddy on this show got a new car, and it's not me.
Yes, I did. I got a 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe.
So you haven't got to pick it up yet, right?
No, not yet. They have like a 7-day service thing they have to do.
So, man, that's going to be hard because you close the rest of this week and you're off, today and tomorrow?
Yeah, I just told them, just let me know. Like, try to do it in the mornings. If not, just come to my work, drop it off, and just do a swap out.
Okay. I didn't know they would do that. That's good.
Yeah, they'll do that.
So, you excited for it?
Oh, dude, you have no idea. It's so nice.
Are you going to race Adam with your guys' new cars?
He probably smoke my ass.
I don't know. Just do a little pit maneuver, you'll be able to win.
So it's $35,000 with
Okay.
7.69 interest rate.
That's not bad.
And the only problem was it had hail damage because it was in that hail storm in Texas.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It wasn't really that bad of hail damage, so they repaired it for free for that as well. And yeah.
I think the interest rate on my car is I think 8%. So like 7.5. That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all for a first time.
Yeah, that and you're a first time buyer. Like now, I wonder what the interest rate be because my credit's really high,
Yeah.
So I'm hoping because I have 150 bucks left on my car payment, So I'm like, I want to be in the market for a new car actually, but I don't know. Depends if I get this new spot, Plus, I just got a $700 bill from my physical therapist.
Ew.
Which is another topic I want to bring up. Insurance is a fucking scam.
Wait, wasn't that supposed to be covered through our work?
So I have two insurances. My dad has to have insurance on me until I'm 26.
Yeah.
Because of the child support agreement. And I also have insurance through our work. So I got that bill for $700 and I called the physical therapy place and told them hey, did you run this through both insurances? Because damn, that's a lot of money. And so they said they ran it through my dad's. And then they said that they tried to run it through my work and that said my coverage was terminated. And so I was like, well, that's weird because I'm still paying it. So that's news to me if my coverage is terminated. So I called the insurance company that we work for.
Yeah.
Or not, we don't work for the insurance company, but the one our work provides us. And I was like, hey, it says they say my account is terminated and I just got a bill for $700 for physical therapy. And I was hoping you guys would, because you're taking money out of my checks, And so they pull up their invoices and they said, you had 20 visits, right? And I'm like, yeah. And it says, we show payment for all of them. And I was like, well, they're saying my coverage is terminated. It says, no, we paid for those 20 visits. And so we get on a 3-way conference call, and it turns out my coverage was not terminated. The girl I talked to was fucking retarded. And both my insurance paid. So after that, I still owed $700.
What?
Yeah. And it's how the fuck, that's what two insurances. dude, you know how much money we pay like every fucking month? And like me, I never go to the fucking doctor. I hate going to the doctor. Look at my teeth. You can tell I don't go to the dentist. My eyes, they work just fine. I never use my fucking insurance. And I still got slapped with a $700 bill.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Like insurance, it should work as a fucking like savings account. Like you don't use it, you're fine. But no, it's like if you meet your deductible for the year, which I barely understand what a fucking deductible is, but I never meet it anyway because I never go to the doctor. This year, I probably had more doctor's appointments than I have in like the last 10 years with my ankle, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like other than that, I never ever deal with the doctor because I don't like going. And I would show the bill right now, but it has my address on it. Yeah. So I'm making payments on that now. And I was excited because I was like, oh, sweet, my car is about to be paid off. Yeah, no. Just got slapped with that bill. A bill that I haven't been to the physical therapist since April. I just got this bill 2 weeks ago. So they billed me for visits from February 7th all the way to April. So they're billing me for stuff from 4 months ago.
Bro.
Yeah. And it's like, I didn't get any warning of that like until after I'd already did the physical therapy.
Then what's the point of having insurance?
My point exactly. What's the fucking point? Like, that's just health insurance. Car insurance is even fucking worse.
Yeah.
Car insurance only matters if you get in an accident. You get in a flat tire, well, fuck you. Your insurance ain't gonna do shit about that. You need a new transmission? Nope. Gotta take care of that one, you buddy. Oh, you hit somebody? Okay, we can take care of that. And if you're somebody like me, who I consider myself one of the best drivers on earth, fuck you, NASCAR drivers. I bet you I can beat you in a race. I'm a fantastic driver. Last time I got in a wreck was 7 years ago. I was 17. It was actually last time I got in a wreck was whenever Baker Mayfield got drafted. It was that same day. So it's been a long time since I've been in a wreck. Yet my insurance on a car that is 17 years old has less than 200,000 miles on it. I only have one speeding ticket. That was from 2021, so 3 years ago. $148 a month.
Is that full coverage?
Yeah. But it's like, dude, I haven't hit anybody, and I'm not going to hit anybody. This is going to be really funny to listen back when I do hit somebody. But like I said, I consider myself a great driver.
Yeah.
And like, there should be a thing like you go to your insurance company, they give you like a driving test, and your rate should be based off that. And like me, I'm a fucking delivery driver. So I drive 8 hours a day. And it's like that should also like go into like if you drive for work, that should go towards your insurance.
Yeah, it should be able to get deducted.
Yeah. And that's yeah. But the thing that pisses me off, like I said, because the accident thing is fucking stupid. Like it should be for your car. It's just like if you break your arm, you use health insurance. If your car has something that's broken, you should be able to use your insurance on that, but you can't.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I'm running for president. Fuck this shit. You know how much shit I would change if I became president. They'd have me assassinated. But all right, next topic. That one got me fired up though, because I have this right here, you know, on my desk next to me, so I stare at it every fucking day when I'm sitting at my desk, either playing video games or working on a video or watching porn, and I'm looking at it and I just see the balance on it, and it just pisses me off because I'm like, if I would have known that, then I wouldn't have done the fucking physical therapy because my ankle still fucking hurts. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
So what's the point going to therapy at that point if they're not gonna fucking pay it?
Yeah, and like, thanks for the heads up, motherfucker. Like, so much like, so much bullshit. And I hate calling customer service lines because usually it's a person whose English is their second language, or maybe not even their second, it's maybe their third or fourth. And it's like, fuck, the communication is fucked up. And then you get in a conference call with two people, and they're basically telling you you're fucked. And I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. So I seriously, how hard it was not to throw my phone across the room after that?
Dude, I believe it. I've been pissed off too.
I was so fucking mad. All right. Now let's get into something else I can rant about. Actually, I want to get into something I love. This will make me happy. Mass Effect 5. Mass Effect's my favorite series ever. And apparently Casey Hudson, who was the project director on the original trilogy, is going to be a part of the development for Mass Effect 5. And apparently a lot of the people that were originally a part of their original trilogy are going to be a part of the development for Mass Effect 5.
Let's go. It's going to be a good Mass Effect.
Yeah. I really wonder how Dragon Age is going to turn out. Like, because if Dragon Age sucks and this game's been in development for 10 years, that's going to make me a little worried about Mass Effect. Because, I mean, and I liked Andromeda, actually. I thought Andromeda had a really good story. Had a terrible launch. But you play that game now, that game's actually really fucking good.
Yeah, it's like Cyberpunk.
Yeah. But with the disaster that was the launch of Mass Effect Andromeda, and then the disaster with Anthem, BioWare's not batting 1,000 right now,
No.
Where, when Mass Effect was at its peak, BioWare is considered like one of the best game studios on earth, and now people look at them like a joke, like, oh, look at how far they've fallen from Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping this game turns out good, and it's probably the most, which we don't even have a release date for it yet. And I was gonna say it's probably the most hyped I am for a game, but we all know GTA 6 is gonna be good.
Yeah, GTA 6 is going to take over the world.
Yeah. Oh my god, though, like, I'm not ready for more GTA like 6 online discourse, like people posting like, oh, here's me flying into the tallest building on the map, or hey, look at this thing I just created, or whatever the fuck. Like, I want the thing about GTA 6 to be about the story. I don't give a fuck about the online.
Yeah.
And I feel like with how massive GTA 5 online was, that people aren't even going to care about the story with GTA 6. It's just going to be, let's go straight to online and make these fucking goofy ass videos, these, especially if TikTok's still around, if it doesn't get banned or whatever the fuck's going to go on with it. You're going to see that all over like TikTok.
Yeah.
Hell, if anything, this is hopefully something that'll happen to this podcast eventually. Laughing on the Sidelines, people kept taking like their audio from the podcast, like the funny moments, like the would you rather give up cheese or blowjobs video and stuff, and they would just put it over audio of GTA 5 online gameplay. I'm like, if this podcast makes it to that stage, I'll feel pretty damn good. Because that's how I discovered Laughing on the Sidelines, was because of those videos.
It's just RV up top and the bottom is just like Subway Surfers.
Yeah, Subway Surfers, or like I said, GTA 6. Hell, the fucking douchebags that make those videos, you get 5 free videos, then I'll report your account. If I don't see any growth from it, though, first video you're getting reported. Yeah. Dragon Age looks freaking good, too.
I know. I'm genuinely excited for that game. Boss, I'm cautious, like, it might fail.
Yeah. Like, Inquisition's one of my favorite games ever.
I'm actually replaying it right now.
Oh, it's good. It's really fucking good. The thing is, I don't really like the other Dragon Age games.
You're all right, but
Like,
Inquisition was my favorite.
yeah, like I played Origins. It was all right. I couldn't really get into 2. And it's like, but then I played Inquisition. Inquisition's so fucking good. Like Dragon Age is a really good series. It's not better than Mass Effect, but it's a really good fucking series.
Yeah.
And like, dude, like reading that article, or actually, I read an article, but I first heard about it on TikTok. And dude, it's got me wanting to replay the trilogy. I'm like, dude, I just replayed it like when I first hurt my ankle,
Yeah.
I'm like, I just replayed it. But Mass Effect, like I've beat that series like playing all 3 games. I've probably beat it like 8 or 9 times. But this last playthrough was the first time I'd ever beat Mass Effect 2 with all my squad surviving. So like this playthrough of Mass Effect 3 was like the best playthrough ever because I had the whole squad,
Yeah.
Plus it's the legendary edition, so it had all the DLCs and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like the rest of this year, like I don't think there's any games coming out I'm hyped for. Like I'm not hyped for NCAA football because I'm like it's made by the same people who make Madden. It's made by EA, so I mean the first game will probably be great, but I'm not going to be holding my breath for the series, And I mean I like that Madden 25 is going to have multiple commentary teams, but I also don't really listen to the audio when I play Madden. How's the gameplay going to be? And from what I've seen, the gameplay looks awful because it's juke move, spin move, missed tackle. Oh my God, he has 5 guys on him, and he's still running to the end zone.
Take that out of context. 5 guys on him.
Yeah. It's living my dream. So, yeah, from the beta I've seen, looks awful. I'm like, yeah, good luck playing against some trash-ass kid on Madden Online. He throws what should be an interception, but the dude Odell Beckham's it, gets back up. He has 2 motherfuckers on it, both of his legs, gets out of that tackle, and then scores a touchdown.
There's a guy just spinning on top of his head.
Yeah. He's going to pull the Greg Jennings clip. He's got a broken leg, and he's still going. Yeah. That's what Madden 25. It's going to be the first worst Madden 25 because the original Madden 25 fucking sucked too. Oh man, fuck Madden. I'm glad I haven't spent money on that game in like 2 or 3 years. Like if I play it, it's on Game Pass. Which Game Pass is probably the best thing Xbox has ever did. Like there's so many good games on there, dude. And then there's some games where I'm like, I'm not giving these fucking assholes money. Like Madden is like, cool, I can play it for free.
Yeah.
Phil Spencer, I love you. Another thing on the topic list, Stanley Cup Game 7 going on right now. Drew, are you familiar what's going on in this series?
Hell no.
I say you're not that white.
No, I'm not that white.
Okay, I guess I am that white. I'm black from the waist
I'm not
down.
HOA white.
Oh God. It's like I want to have a nice house, but I don't ever want to deal with a fucking HOA. It sounds awful.
It sounds like premarital sex to me.
Oh, don't get me fucking started on premarital sex. Fucking Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Those motherfuckers.
God damn. But anyway, so the Florida Panthers started the series, the Stanley Cup, with a 3-0 lead. So 1 game away from winning it all, from sweeping. The Edmonton Oilers, their opponents, have won the last 3 games in a row. So it's now tied 3-3. So game 7 is going on right now as we recorded this. Right now, it's the end of the first period and the score is 1-1. And it'll be the first time, I think, in like 50-something years that a team has blown a 3-0 lead in the Stanley Cup. It's never happened in the NBA. No one's ever blown a 3-1 lead. God, it would have been hilarious if the Boston Celtics would have been that team.
We all pray for it.
So yeah, it could be very big history tonight. So the last time a 3-0 deficit was overcome just in the Stanley Cup playoffs was in a first round matchup between the Los Angeles Kings and the San Jose Sharks. So it's been 10 years since someone's overcame a 3-0 deficit. Last time it happened in Stanley Finals was 1975. So 49 years when the New York Islanders beat the Pittsburgh Penguins.
These are some interesting names.
I know hockey has a lot of weird ass names.
Those damn hippies.
Like the Florida Panthers. Like, what about the fucking Florida Alligators or some shit like that, you know?
Or just the Florida Mans.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know. It's just like how there's two teams, the San Francisco Giants and the New York Giants, but the San Francisco Giants used to be the New York Giants, you know? It's like, dude, it's funny actually. But I mean, that's just in a professional league. Like, look at like college football and like any college, like especially like the like lower division, like Division II schools, they all have really weird names.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't Nebraska like the Cornhuskers or something like that? Yeah, Cornhuskers.
Yeah, something like gay Mormon stuff.
But yeah, I'm gonna be rooting for the Canadians because it's just gonna be funny to watch a team blow a 3-0 lead. Like that's the equivalent to 28-3 in hockey, if you're comparing hockey to football. But yeah, that'd be really freaking funny. It'd be really awesome if the Panthers played in Atlanta. Does Atlanta have a justice? Does Atlanta have a hockey team? Oh, they are now a defunct franchise. They are the Atlanta Thrashers, which that's another terrible name. In 2011, they were sold to a Canadian-based ownership group, and they moved to Winnipeg, becoming the second incarnation of the Winnipeg Jets. After the Winnipeg Jets relocated to Phoenix to become the Coyotes, and this I do know, that team is now in Utah. A lot of weird shit in hockey. It's hard to follow. Like I said, I will be watching...
I mean, let's be real. You only go to hockey games to get drunk, all right?
Yeah, and to like mimic the fights. Like you see two guys getting in a fight on the ice, you and your buddy, you're both drunk. You start going like, "You know,
you fuck you, bitch."
Like you be Mario Lemieux, I'll be Cindy Crosby.
You be fucking Rihanna, I'll be Chris Brown, all right?
That was a one-sided fight. I don't know if that's fair. God damn. Speaking of attempted murder, the Wyatt Six debuted last week at the end of Monday Night Raw, where they killed Chad Gable. And I don't know if I can show that on the screen, honestly, because it looked like he got shot in the head. Drew, have you went back and watched this?
Yes.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it's a very interesting way that WWE is going. I'm very excited for it.
So I thought production-wise it is magnificent. WWE, like, their production has been incredible since Kevin Dunn's left.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard people say, like, there's not a moment where you watch WWE program and you're like, I miss Kevin Dunn, you know?
No.
And so, like, production-wise, how it was all one continuous camera shot, I thought was really, really cool. Nikki Cross as Abby the Witch, or Sister Abigail. I think she's going to play that role really good. The other three, I'm not really sold on. Not really sold on Joe Gacy. We kind of know what Eric Rowan is, you know. He'll be good in that role, you know, but it's not like he's going to be like a mid-card act, you know.
Yeah.
And then Dexter Lumis, we really don't know what Dexter Lumis because he hasn't been given a fair shot on the main roster. But Uncle Howdy, like, so Bo Dallas, was a main event guy in NXT. He was NXT champion. And then, was a jobber on the main roster, but he had some success, like when he was in the B team with The Miz and Curtis Axel, that was actually really enjoyable, and when he first debuted as Uncle Howdy with Bray Wyatt, I think it was on the last SmackDown of 2022 when he hit Bray Wyatt with the Sister Abigail. Everyone had a lot of hype behind that, and it's like, man, everyone's hyped about Bo Dallas, but I feel like he's going to throw his all into this because he's honoring his brother's memory,
Yeah.
And I wonder, like, how much of this did Bray Wyatt have written down before he died? Because all of this is his brainchild. The Wyatt Six was going to be a thing before Bray Wyatt got sick.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like, I wonder if this was written down and maybe he had talked to Triple H about it before, or maybe he's talked to Bo about it, so Bo kind of has an idea. Like, I think like the first 6 months to a year, it's going to be really good. But what happens when they start running out of ideas?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this to be negative, but I'm just wondering, like, I think it's probably got a good 6 month to a year long build. And then after that, it's like, okay, we're kind of over this. And I hope that's not the case. But the thing is, too, I don't see it where like Bo Dallas is going to be WWE champion,
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
if
see it, to be
anything,
honest.
I would compare it to like the Dark Order in AEW, where
Yeah.
he had like Brody Lee and he was like TNT champion, Like, I think that's kind of where it like caps out at. The only thing I can say is like, I really want to see the Wyatt Six versus the Judgment Day. I think that
Oh, yeah.
would
I
be
want to see Uncle Howdy give the bisexual Undertaker Sister Abigail.
like just two kind of dark factions, I
Yeah.
think that's really interesting. Like them against the Bloodline, I don't think is that interesting. Like, just because I don't see the Bloodline fitting in a story like that. But the
Now,
Judgment Day,
I was talking to my coworker about this. I was like, since like Liv Morgan is dating Bo Dallas,
they
I was
broke
like,
up.
I wonder how they broke up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
But I was
go
I
ahead,
was
sir.
thinking, I wonder how they're going to use that connection still, like to see like that'd be the plan to like for the destruction of Judgment Day with the Wyatt family.
That would have been interesting, but yeah, Liv Morgan did an interview a couple weeks ago, and she said she was single because the internet blew up about it, and because everyone's like, she's fucking single, like if any of these fucking dudes had a shot with her.
Come on, Cody, you're one of those guys.
I know my limitations. That being said, though, Liv Morgan, what's up? I hope Lacey don't watch this. Or any other girl I've sent my channel link to. That's how this podcast has grown. Every girl I match with on Tinder, I just send them a link to the podcast. Oh, dude, I should have did that with that girl I sent you yesterday, the one that had the piercing, like all the piercings. You can tell who she voted for.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. Imagine if I sent her this podcast with the shit we say. I'm like, what'd be a good one to send her? Like, what's the worst of the worst?
Our fucking dirtiest episode.
Episode 18.
Yeah.
I know, I need to listen to that one back because I don't even remember what we said. I mean, the start to this episode was pretty raunchy.
Raunchy.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, shit, are we going to be able to repeat the success of last week? But we all know who the real draw of this show is. Just kidding. I got lucky. People were searching up Josh Giddey. I didn't even think people would really care because it's not like the Thunder. Like I know the Thunder were like the number 1 seed in the West, but we're still a small market, you know.
Yeah.
With one superstar player, and I mean, I guess it helped that it involved the Chicago Bulls, you know, who, even though they haven't won shit since the Michael Jordan days, they're still one of the most popular teams in the NBA because they're like the Cowboys.
No, it's because
You know?
Beanie the Bull. Let's be real. He
Yeah,
carries
sure.
that franchise.
But I mean, also there was no news going on that day because, like, I checked the trending page on Twitter to look for like other news to talk about when I was recording that episode, and like 6 hours later, the still number 1 trending topic in the world was that trade. I'm like, man, it's a slow news day. If a trade between the Bulls, who suck, and the Thunder, who are a small market, it's the number 1 trending story in the world. Yeah. Like the majority of the views from that episode came from people searching up Josh Giddey.
Now you got banished to Diddyland.
Yeah, 33%, or no. So 33% of people got to the video by searching Josh Giddey.
Damn.
And then 16.7% got there by typing in NBA Josh Giddey. And then another 16.7% of people got here by typing in Oklahoma City Thunder.
So yeah, all Josh Giddey related.
Yeah, that's how all the search result, the views that came from search results were all Josh Giddey related. Nothing from Dak and CD Lamb's podcast, or not podcast. None from their contracts. None from that Eagles player running out on that OnlyFans model, which I put in the title as well. Did you see that? Actually, I meant to bring it up to you.
No, I did not. What's going on
So
with that?
This Eagles player, Terrell Davis, who 3rd-round pick by the Los Angeles Rams, got cut after 2 years. He's been a practice squad guy ever since. Does have a Super Bowl ring from when the Rams won the Super Bowl a couple years ago, even though he didn't do shit in that game. He didn't even play. Got signed to a reserve contract by the Eagles in January. So that basically means he has a contract that runs through training camp. And a video came out of 2 girls. One of them is butt-ass naked, so you can kind of tell what they just did. And he starts running out of the hotel room, and this girl that's naked is chasing him down the hall in the hotel room, catching up with an NFL linebacker. This chick runs as fast as an NFL linebacker, and I guess he fucked him and didn't pay them the money. And I guess it was like $200.
So
Guys,
that's just a bad business move from her. You got to pay up front.
yeah. And second, that's like, if you're a fucking NFL linebacker and you got chased down by a naked woman, that means your ass should just get fucking cut. Because how the fuck are you going to catch Derrick Henry? So, guys that are listening to this episode, I'm going to show Drew this video real quick. It's not going to be in this episode because I like my channel. I like having 1,000 subscribers. Don't want it terminated. So I'm going to show Drew this video real quick.
There's no way. You know, Eagles, you need to sign her.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. If you guys want any chance, and
oh my god. Oh my god.
it's a good thing Saquon Barkley plays for the Eagles now. Because imagine if that dude was having to chase down Saquon.
He has to chase down like Austin Eckler and I can't remember
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, well, he could catch up fucking Elliott.
Yeah, he can probably catch Eckler too, so maybe he'll be just fine. But fuck, did the Eagles have to face anybody with a fast running back this year?
They're fucked.
But I was like, that is perfectly, that is a perfect video for the Trainwreck podcast. And I had to show it to you because I was like, it was so fucking funny.
Oh my god, that's great.
Oh, yeah. Week 2, they got to face Bijan Robinson, and then Nick Chubb week 6. If that dude's on the field, start those players in your fucking fantasy league.
Noted.
And they have to play Derrick Henry and the Ravens week 13. I mean, this dude ain't gonna make the roster. Yeah, he signed to a reserved contract, so he's basically got a deal through training camp. If he makes the team, it means the Eagles are injured to shit. If he makes the team, they're fucked because this dude's on like his 4th team in like 5 years. I say he got drafted by the Rams in 2020, played with them 2 years, got cut, was on the Bears and Saints practice squads, and now he's on the Eagles. Career stats, he has 6 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception. So
and
he's not that
caught
good.
by OnlyFans girl. Don't forget that stat.
But even like a practice squad guy in the NFL still makes like over $100,000 a year. And you're running out on paying these 2 bitches
for a measly $200.
Yeah. And it's like, if you're paying anything more than that for, well, first of all, you shouldn't be paying for sex at all. Like this dude, like, he's not good looking, but he's not ugly either. He kind of looks like Michael Strahan, kind of like he's got the gap in his teeth. He got a big ass nose, you know, like kind of like, I'll show you a picture of him. Like he kind of looks like Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the girl he ran away from right there on the left. Allegedly. I guess I got to say that in case we get sued. Allegedly ran away from. But like, dude, like, just say you're an NFL player. Go to a bar. Say you're an NFL player. You'll pick up a chick. I promise you. Just show her like that one interception you had. You know, like, yeah, I did this for the Rams the year we won the Super Bowl. Or flash that Super Bowl ring, bro. Like, what the fuck? I don't get why the dude was paying for pussy. You know. I feel like that was a good topic to end on.
Oh my god.
It ain't gonna be funnier than that. Because the last topic I had was why it's 6, and then I got reminded of that when I was looking at last week's numbers. So, Drew, you got anything else you want to say?
Oh, no, that fucking fucked me up. I was not expecting that.
I'm gonna have to really be on my A game editing, because every now and again there'll be something I miss. I can't miss that. All right.
No, just peace, love, and hand jobs.
Peace, love, and hand jobs. There may or not be an episode. May or may not be an episode next week. It's off season, dude. Basketball's over. Football's over. Thank God that video was out. We had something to talk about. I mean, WWE's popping right now, but it's also like, there's only so much you can talk about it. Plus, don't watch the show every week. Like, hell, I got Raw on the other TV, and like I only like see it out the corner of my eye, you know, so I don't even really know what's going on Raw. Plus, next week is 4th of July. You know, everybody have fun, go and paying taxes on fireworks to celebrate the day we stop paying taxes.
A little ironic.
Dude, like, I'm just not a 4th of July fan. Like, I just don't think fireworks are that cool. Like, fireworks are cool like the first couple times you see them when you're a kid. But then, like, you become adult, you spend money on them. And it's like, God, these are
kind of annoying.
Yeah, especially if you're like you and you have to be at work at like 4 a.m. and you have these fucking people like launching them till like 1 or 2 a.m. Or like right now, people are launching them right now. It's still like what? Yeah, it's a week and a half until 4th of July.
Yeah,
and people are launching them right now.
Annoying.
I know, like one of the most annoying girls I've ever talked to, which she did have nice boobs. She was posting videos last night of her lighting fireworks. I'm like, dude, it's fucking June 23rd. And second off, like, you go buy fireworks, it's like $100, dude.
Yeah, it's a little small package of fireworks is $100.
Yeah, and it's like that's not really that cool for like a few minutes of fun. Like the best part about 4th of July is grilling and getting fucked up. The fireworks are like,
You know, people, there's a message today. Don't buy fireworks. Go buy OnlyFans girls. And
apparently you can get one for $200. So if, oh my god. So if you're like a ginger albino, hey, $200, dude, you can lose that V card. I didn't get to use the new overlay that we had made. Because StreamYard makes you pay a subscription if you want to use an overlay. And we tried to do it on Streamlabs, but we couldn't get it to work on Drew's computer. I will show it again real quick for you guys. Actually, no, I won't because I can't share stuff that's on my desktop for some reason. But if you guys want to see it, check it out next episode. I may buy this subscription so we can use it on the podcast. Till then, have a great night. See you guys next time.